Yo, what up everybody? It's your boy the Kryptonian Saiyan here, bringing you a review for Dragon Ball Super episode 37. And this episode answers the question of whether or not Cabe can go Super Saiyan. But for us Vegeta fans, this is the episode for us. And what I'm saying is that total badass who showed up as Majin Vegeta came back for Dragon Ball Super. And if you don't know what I'm referring to when Vegeta blew up the stadium to get Goku to fight his ass fucking seriously. That's the Vegeta that showed up in this episode, because what he does to make Cabe go Super Saiyan is he threatens to blow up Cabe's home planet, Planet Salad, and we see this golden glow around Cabe, and Cabe finally goes Super Saiyan. So with that being said, let me kind of back up and go over the fight in detail before, because I was very impressed with Cabe. Cabe is very humble, extremely humble, to the point where Bulma, I don't know how the fuck she knows this, but Bulma says that the Saiyans in Universe 6 are very hard workers. And I'm guessing it's because of the way that he carries himself and just how humble and gracious that he is. But one of the things I thought was interesting is Cabe has a huge aptitude for fighting, because after seeing Vegeta do the Gallic Gun one time, Cabe fires a Gallic Gun, and him and Vegeta have this beam struggle. And I was geeking out when I saw that, because Gohan versus Cell and the filler that they added during the Cell Games arc where they have the beam struggle, that was one of my favorite moments in Dragon Ball Z. That episode title, Save the World, I fucking love that, okay? Now, so seeing that was cool, but Vegeta, after sparring with Cabe for a little bit, says, fuck this shit. He goes Super Saiyan, okay? And we see just how big of a gap that 50 times multiplier is, because he is beating the fuck out of Cabe at this point. It's bad enough to where basically Goku himself is saying, damn, aren't you going a little far? So just keep that in perspective, because what happens is Vegeta gets sick and tired of kind of slapping Cabe around, and that's when he presses the button. And that's when you realize, okay, he's trying to find the buttons to make this dude go Super Saiyan. Beating his ass ain't gonna do it. So he says, if you don't start taking this fight seriously, I'll blow up your planet. That's when Cabe gets this glow around him. He goes Super Saiyan, and he's actually taking it to Vegeta at this point. I don't know if it's just a temporary rage boost, but at one point we see Vegeta smacking away the Ki Blast, so Vegeta's still in control. But for a moment, I thought he might have been sweating a little bit, and I enjoyed that. But the thing is Cabe loses the Super Saiyan transformation at one point, and Vegeta has to tell him, like, look, that rage you felt, that's what you need to hold on to. And so when Cabe transforms again, Vegeta, he's going for it. He's smacking his ass around, but Vegeta takes off everything. He goes Super Saiyan Blue. It's a confirmation. I know a lot of people saying Super Saiyan, Super God, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Excuse me, got a little tongue tied. But the thing about it is it's Super Saiyan Blue. It's been confirmed. Vegeta one-shots this dude with a punch. And I thought it was very telling, because Hitt looks at Vegeta at that point, because the whole time he had his eyes closed, like this shit was beneath him. So he hadn't seen a level of power that impressed him until Vegeta goes Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, or Super Saiyan Blue. But the thing is when you look at the next episode preview, now we see why Champa and Vados were so confident, because they said, well, we're down to our last fighter, but it's okay. You know, Hitt's got this. And you would think that Champa, being a god of destruction, he would have been surprised if he would have felt the God Ki around Vegeta, which I have a theory about. I'm wondering, does Hitt have God Ki as well? Because you would think that if Champa felt God Ki around Vegeta, that he would have made a note of it and he would have been freaking out. But that's the thing. And God Ki can only be sensed by other gods, which means that some kind of way Hitt had to have felt that, because his eyes snapped open. When you look at the next episode preview, Hitt is beating the fuck out of Vegeta. And this is where I kind of hate it, because now we're falling into what the Dragon Ball Z anime did and the manga. When you read it, basically Vegeta is being served up to make this dude Hitt look like a total badass, because we know that Goku's going to be the last fighter, because after Vegeta, we get Monaka, and then Goku goes after Monaka. So that means Hitt's going to run the table, fight Goku. You look at the marketing stuff, you got Goku and Hitt staring off and everything on billboards. So this is what it's going to be, man. It looks like the table's being set for Goku. As a Vegeta fan, I'm happy that, I got to see Vegeta basically run through 3 opponents during the tournament, but I'm a little disappointed that he's going to be getting his ass wrecked in the next episode. But man, that's it for this review, guys. If you liked anything I had to say, as always, comment, rate, subscribe, and share. I'll greatly appreciate it. That's it. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day.